How are you? Yeah. Welcome to StepFans and Chill. It's the morning show with the late night feel. Thank you for tuning in. Mikey Winfield here. Thanks for listening all around the world. You know we got one listener in Japan and another in Afghanistan. Your boy's killing it. I know a lot of it is coming from the United States, but I'm always wondering, like, yo, how did this one person in Afghanistan get the podcast? And then, man, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't read international news. I really don't read regular news. That stuff is depressing. I feel like if you pumping regular news into your body every day, all you doing is spewing out darkness into the world. Because that's all they give you is darkness. Because what do we tune into? We don't want to hear nobody's good news. We like hearing drama and bad stuff. And when you hear bad news, I don't know, it does something to you. And you just like, yeah, and you leave comments and you're like, our condolences. But when somebody like has something positive to share, you know, we don't tune in the same. What's wrong with us? I just know it's how humans are wired and I don't understand it, but I just want to give a special shout out to my one follower in Afghanistan. Man, I always imagine it's war or something going on out there. And I hate to sound insensitive, but imagine that. It's a war going on, and this one dude in a cave. It's all types of rocks over him. He's hiding out, but he's bumping my podcast on an iPhone in Afghanistan. Yo, that's wild, man. I love you. And man, hey, stay strong, man. I've been through some stuff too. You know how it is. Like, it wasn't quite Afghanistan. It was Baltimore. I don't know if anybody had to go through that, but it was tough going to the corner. We had to go to the corner store. You know, and the corner store was where it was at. Everything was cheap, man. Now latest candy, fried chicken wings, or chicken and fries. It was exciting, man. It was fun. You didn't even need that much money, but you had to walk to the store. And that was really the tough part, man, because I felt like it was dudes there, man, that was just hanging out. And if you didn't have like security, aka your cousins, like somebody was just gonna try to get you, man, for like candy money, which is disrespect, or they try to steal your shoes or your bike. Man, I'll never forget the day, man. They took my brother's bike, man, right in front of me, man. And man, I felt like such a bitch, man. Like, even though let me exaggerate a little, man. It was like 7 of them. It was really like 3, but it was only 2 of us. And man, I saw it all happening. And it was like, hey, shorty, can I ride your bike? And I was like, nah, you can't ride his bike. And then, man, they just started like coming at us and they grabbed his bike, man, and just took his bike. And I was in 5th grade. He was in 3rd. These dudes, man. Yo, man, I hope right now, the 3 of you, maybe you got reformed to change your life. I don't care. But whichever one of y'all stole his bike, I hope you rolled it into traffic and you died tragically. I hope it went terrible and it was the worst thing that ever happened. But I hope you lived. I take that back. I want you to live after, and I hope this bike got mangled and you was on it and you had to live the rest of your life thinking, damn, if I wouldn't have stole this bike, my arms would work. Yeah. So, where was I at? Oh, yeah, I was talking about the dude in Afghanistan, man. Hey, man, I just back to you. I appreciate you. And you guys, we going into the weekend. You know, today's Friday. What is the weekend to you now? You remember, man, back when the weekend was the weekend? You was like, yo, man, we got Friday night. Some of us Thursday is when the weekend started, and you had Saturday, and you was like, yo, it's going crazy. You're going to live your life. And then it's going to be Monday again. You start over, and you go back into the grind. I don't know if that has the same effect. That, or I'm far removed. I feel like I am a little bit far removed. I don't know if there's a positive or negative. I just don't necessarily look forward to the weekend because, I don't know, that's when I work. And I like to work. But it's not quite the weekend. I don't have like a 2-day span that I want off so I could just, I don't know, do whatever y'all do. What y'all do on y'all weekends? Y'all hitting laundry? What y'all doing, man? You running errands, you taking your kids to sports, something like that. And I'm not knocking kids' sports. That's the jam. I feel like youth sports is better than the relationship you're in. All right. The sports and the activities, if your kids is in like piano, or if they in like, I don't know, gymnastics or something, or whatever they do, baseball, that's the jam. That's the fun, man. You get to live through your kids. You get them to do everything you didn't amount to in life. And you pushed them so hard. But you're not trying to push them, but you pushing them. You pushing them. Because maybe things didn't go the way, you wanted them to go. Or maybe you didn't have someone in your life to push you. And that's where these things come from. And that's why you do it. And then the kid gets older. And then they start making their own stupid ass decisions. And then they decide to quit after you done invested all this money, which is so ridiculous. Your parents tried to give you a skill so that you would be able to earn for the rest of your life. You don't have to like it, but you should do it. To not take a scholarship or to not do something that you are talented enough to do just so you can, be independent, you need to start thinking with an older mind. I tell everyone, speak to your elders. Talk to them. Stop making decisions on your own when your brain hasn't even developed yet. It's going to eventually, but until it does, talk to somebody with gray hair. They're going to have the answers. But the relationship, man, it's ups and downs, that's how love is. But man, that stuff with putting the kids and all that stuff, man, that's what the weekends are about. At least they used to be. I don't know what weekends are anymore. I might travel somewhere, or I think my weekends are probably like Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday is my weekend, I guess. Hell you doing a Tuesday, you know what I mean? So you just fucking Tuesdays for it, yeah, Tuesdays is for tacos. Yo, how pathetic are we as just humans when we looking forward to Tuesday so we can have tacos that day? How shallow are we that we just needed something that had a flow? Taco Tuesdays, it rhymed. And I love tacos, but you could have them Thursday. It's allowed. You could do that. We wild, man. People different. All right, let's jump into the stuff, you guys. All right. Here we go, man. I need you guys to start getting in shape for the right reasons. All right? Don't just be out there doing it. Everybody talking about getting in shape, as you should. But it never feels like it's the right reason. I feel like a lot of y'all just in the gym so you could get multiple shoots and photos and angles and pictures of you on the machine, but you only did the machine like twice. And we know when you fake, you showing all this in the gym stuff, and it's months later and we seeing zero progress, but you getting views on videos. Do it for your heart. You know what your heart's doing. It ain't beating well. It's not beating well because you're not really doing the workout. You just trying to get the footage. Everything cannot be about the footage. We gotta stop it. I know a lot of you working on that summer body. Don't wait till May. It doesn't work like that. You can't get a summer body if you start in May. You really have to decide. You have to decide. You have to just make that decision that I'm going to do this. I understand goals, but it starts with you. It starts with you. And listen, man, I like the people that ain't killing it with the bodies, but y'all wear whatever y'all want to wear. I like that. Keep doing that. I love confidence. I love those of you on the beach. And I'm like, whoa. Oh, whoa. And you did it confidently. It makes me think, all right, I could do more in life. I'm holding back, and I shouldn't be holding back. I admire your confidence. Those of you know you shouldn't be in a two-piece. You should be in a t-shirt. You know who you are, but you out here flexing. I respect that, you know? But man, it's just tough, man, when like you doing things for the wrong reason. It matters. It really matters. Intention behind things are huge, and it matters. And I want us as a society, as a culture, to make healthier decisions. And I'm not talking about dietary. I'm just talking about your mind in the right place for yourself. We're all different, but make the decisions that are healthy for your soul. Your soul, whatever that means. All right, let's jump into some stuff, y'all. I ain't even throwing that away yet. Let's see what we got. Let's jump into some stories. All right, let's see. All right. She says, she's 34. She says, oh, wait. Let me introduce it. Y'all, this is my favorite part of the show. It's Mike E. Knows Best. I'm going to jump into some relationship stories. I might not help the person who's writing, but I'm going to help somebody. You're going to learn something from this. And it might be helpful for us all, including myself. All right. She says, my husband and I have been married for a year and dated for 2 years before our wedding. So you've been together a total of 3 years. Let me give you a little secret. That's barely a relationship. You can call it whatever you want it, but y'all still like each other. It's not a lot of hard work involved. You are 3 years in. You just kind of like, you got a fun roommate at that point. You know, y'all just like, oh man, you still think each other cute. The stuff they say is still funny. You know, man, that's 3 years in. It's like, oh man. So that's great. And congratulations for being that new, because everything in the beginning is just extraordinary. And 3 years is still new. Of course, we had fights, but nothing like what has been happening recently. Damn. We moved to a new apartment. I feel you. Forget them punk ass apartments. No, it says we moved to a new apartment this year and he started acting weird. What do you mean? He wouldn't talk to me about anything. He never wanted to have sex, but still spent hours masturbating in the bathroom. Did he tell you? Did you walk in? Could you hear him? How do you know this? He didn't want to go out anymore. You typically don't after you masturbate. You just want to lay down. But pushed me into going out with friends because he wanted to be alone. Oh, wow. So he would knock it out in the bathroom, let out some kids, and then he'd be like, hey, go do your own thing, you know? This is doomed. You guys, listen, counseling. Even I can't help you now. See a counselor. And listen, this is for the women. This is strictly for the women. All of you that agree to go to counseling, don't quit the day that the counselor agrees with him. All right? Because women, you like to get in your feelings a lot of times. And when a counselor just don't agree with you wholeheartedly, you know, you want to say, nah, I don't think this is for us. It is for you. It's for both of you. And a counselor shouldn't necessarily take sides, but there are times when it's obvious. It's obvious that one of you was out of pocket and you need to be reeled in. This time, it is him. If he's beating off in the bathroom and telling you to hang out with your friends, that is a severe issue. That's messing with his libido. He's probably not into you as much, you know, intimately, because you know how it is, man. After you knock one out, you do want to be alone. Like, I don't want to be around. I don't do that. He started arguments all the time for dumb reasons. Come on, man. That old move. I hate people that do that. Listen, if you're not into me, just don't be into me. You don't have to like make up some tension and just say, hey, I just kind of need my space right now. Make it a you thing, not a me thing. That's why you got to communicate. And that's the problem with 3 years. You don't even know how to talk to each other. Cards are supposed to be face up in relationships. Talk about it. He frequently didn't come to bed and sleep on the couch. He would sleep on the couch instead, claiming he was working. I'm sorry, you are in bad shape, you guys. This is not good at all. All right. A month ago, it was my best friend's birthday. My husband and I were going, but at the last minute, he got angry and refused to go. Faking fights. I hate it. He insisted I should go and practically forced me out of the house. That's when you really are addicted to beating off. When you just forcing somebody out the house, go run some errands, go hang with the friends. I feel bad for this guy, man. Is there like some other things going on that you haven't mentioned that? I don't know. My friend's brother was there, Ethan. I haven't seen him in years since he moved back from work. I used to have a huge crush on him, when I was in high school. He told me he was back in town and planning to stay. We've been casually texting since then. Oh, so you've been cheating. Yes, you've been texting Ethan. Look, I know your husband is beating off in the bathroom, but that you shouldn't cheat. I don't know what you should do. But texting Ethan, you try and get your little emotional energy up. You got somebody that's into you. And I almost know why you're doing this, but that doesn't make it right. All right. Last week, my husband and I had another fight. I know about the dark clouds. Dark clouds in relationships. Sometimes they linger. And here's your way out of a dark cloud. You guys have to look at each other. You have to stare at each other for at least 60 seconds. Just look in each other's eyes for 60 seconds. You cannot break the eye contact. This is how you break dark clouds. I'm telling you, it works 100% of the time. You look at each other for 60 seconds and you stare. And then you just say, listen, this is not what we got into this for. I love you. And you each have to say it, but you have to hold the eye contact for 60 seconds. This will make the dark cloud wither away. It's 100% effective. It works. Do it. Anyways, yeah, if you texting some other guy while your husband's in the bathroom beating off, let me say, he's wrong, but you're wronger. Last week, my husband and I had another fight. He said he couldn't tolerate living with me anymore because I was too, quote, annoying and was always harassing him after I complained about us never going out anymore. He told me he needed time away and was going to stay at a hotel for a few days. I tried to call and text him to come back, but he ghosted me. You don't get ghosted by your spouse. He didn't text you back. Ethan texted me Friday. I told him my husband left. He told me I needed to get out of the house and not think about it. Ethan's a player. He had a wedding of a friend from work and the next day invited me to go with him. I love weddings and I didn't want to spend another day crying, so I agreed. So, I don't know if you're looking for advice right now, but what you are doing is having an affair. That's what you're doing. You technically you going out with Ethan now. What do you need? Is it worth, this is your question, is it worth telling him? All right, this is what I think. You are a dirtbag. You just are. And everybody who does it. And a lot of people don't have a problem being a dirtbag. But make a decision. Make a decision. And the decision might be the marriage isn't for you. But to stay in it and date Ethan that you had a crush with in high school, that's not the move. That's not it. And you know it's not it. So if you don't tell him, you're going to have this lingering guilt that lives inside of you, and it's just going to be there. Now, go ahead and keep that to yourself. All right, let's see. What's the next story? Says, I found out my now wife slept with my now ex-best friend while we were on a break last year. And this is the reason there's no such thing as breaks in relationships. If you on and off with somebody, when you off is off. Anything goes. That's what off is. So if something happens during off, unfortunately, it doesn't count. I don't care if you are still married. If you guys said, we're not together right now, You shouldn't have never said it. You just don't say that. So you got to be careful what you say during those high emotional times. Those of you like, well, get out. We're done. Don't say that. Because after one of you walks out the door, you could take the words for what they are. Done. You don't have to say what you did during the break, during, quote, done. Just hopefully you make up soon. Let's see what's going on. It says a break, but we categorically broke up for 4 months. It wasn't a break. It's a big break. We decided to get back together after calling it a breakup because you're still in love. I just meant there was several month break in our exclusivity. And when we broke up, there wasn't intentions to put anything on hold. I only know this because I'm a piece of shit that snooped. Ooh. He snooped. This is a guy writing, by the way, you guys. Oh, no, this woman. Although he stopped talking to me as much as I had a suspicion, I don't know what to do. It was a year ago, and now I just feel regret all about it. I snooped a bit further, and she scapegoated me to all her friends about the real reasons we broke up last year. So wait, I found out, let me go back to the top. I found out my now wife he slept with her best friend. Oh, this is heartbreaking. Anyways, we got back together and then got married. Turns out she told a lot of lies to get us back to where we are now. I feel deeply saddened and won out, but feel bad because I'm codependent. I feel like I can't spend my life with her, but I almost feel compelled to try therapy. Do you guys even understand what's going on right now? I feel like I found out my now wife, is this 2 women? Slept with my ex-best friend? All right, listen. I hope you understand it. It sounds like this relationship was on a break for 4 months. And during that break, one of them slept with the other's best friend at the time, which is someone who hates you. If they did that, they hate you. That is a move of hate. If she would have smashed somebody in Massachusetts, you don't hate them. You just needed sex. But to smash your best friend comes from a place of darkness. That comes from a very cruel, angry place. And I don't think you want to be with this person. So and I don't normally do this, you know this. I don't normally do this when it comes as far as advice from me. Leave this environment. Start over. Be alone. If you have to be alone for a while, do it now. Find something you love to do. I don't know what it is. Start going to comedy shows. Start writing. Start journaling. Start going to Target every day, but do something because these are not the people you want to surround yourself with. It needs a lot of sage burnt around here. So keep that in mind and move on. And this is one of those times when I mean it. You want to get away from this. All right, you guys. You know it's StepFans and Chill, man. I just like where we going, y'all. We making moves. Shows are coming up. Find everything. Sign up on the email list on bigassteeth.com. Anything you need to know, send your letters in right there on the website. Tell your friends. Don't tell your friends. Do whatever you want. Write reviews. I don't care how you feel. Obviously, you listening right now. Thanks for listening. I like when people are real. If you love it, if you fucks with it, then great, edit that. If you hate it, I like that too. I just like the fact that you feel. I'm Mikey Winfield. Thank you for coming and showing up, y'all, for StepFans and Chill. It's the morning show with the late night feel. Y'all didn't know that I was flowing right now. That's real. Y'all didn't even know. Thank you. Catch you the next one.